Thank y'all for tuning in to another interview on You Know the Vibes. I'm here, Lil Mahoga. Let's get right to it. Day, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Sure.
I know I wanted to reach out to you or whatever, and I was a little bit surprised that you was like willing to do this without being so busy and stuff. So definitely want to say thank you. But I'm gonna get right into it. So South is your brand, right?
Right.
What makes your brand different than any other brand that you see out here now?
Well, one, the simplicity of it. Like, I always wanted my brand to just stand for itself. So I wanted to look, when you see like the shirt you got on, guess. So if you look at it, it's just a simple brand, but at the same time, it's actually not just the words, it's actually the clothing that you put on that makes you feel comfortable. So I want it to be the simple form of what you have on, whatever you're comfortable putting on.
Okay. So how long has you had this brand, or what year was it established?
In 2017 is when like I put together South, because it was actually Southside brand. Like I have a photography business, so
okay,
I branched it off of that, but I thought it was too long, so I couldn't brand Southside the brand. Like, it was too much, and I kind of thought it was whack for real. So I shortened it to South. So I created South back in 2017, like I said, but I created it based on how you say South. So I'm from up north, but at the same time, I don't say South. I'm normally saying South. So like when you say South, you don't say with the F.
So let me stop you right there, though. So is it some type of contradiction there with you being from the north but having a brand name South? Like, how do you balance that, or is that some type of contradiction? Or
Nah, like I don't really look at it like that. Because I mean, I was born in Connecticut, but I was raised in the south side of Atlanta. So, so I put it just basically like I don't feel like I'm trading sides or nothing like that, but I just feel like it's just a brand name. If you look at it like just SOUFME saying the South and I'm being from the South, like you're not thinking like how I'm thinking. I'm thinking business wise, like it's just a brand name. So I wanted to stand for itself. It's the word South.
How long did it take you to like develop South? Was it a couple months? Was it a year? Is it something you always wanted to do?
I always wanted to do clothing, like have my own brand for myself, just like for my family purposes. So, and I more so wanted to stand for me, like who I am. So it took me a minute though. Like, and I started off with like something for Clayco. Like that's what I say for the South Side of Atlanta. It's known as Clayco, Clayton County. But basically, I came up with it like within the span of like I think 2-3 years.
I think that's pretty interesting. You describing the simplicity of it, and how someone can just recognize it, right off the bat, just real simple. But it took you this long, 2 or 3 years to kind of create that. What goes into creating something like that? Putting much thought into something so simple but meaning so much. What goes into that process?
Patience and knowing what you want to do with it. Like, how do you want to market it to, or how do you want it to stand for your brand? So I don't want to just do what everybody else is doing. It's because it's cool and it's good, but because I mean, I also have an opinion of what I do for my brand since it's so small and I'm doing it by myself. So I do take my time with it, and I want it to like be understanding for myself. So and just to other people.
I feel it. So even with it being so simple and it take you this long time to kind of create it and create the concept for it, I noticed something about your releases. Like they're not as frequent. You know what I mean? I can get one colorway, in January, and then I have to wait all the way until October for another series to come out. Like, is that on purpose, or is that just like your creative process? Like, what is it with that?
I don't know. It may be on purpose.
Yeah.
For real, it's just the way I feel like a drop should be. Because I mean, I do also still stick with like the original South. I do bring that out every summer, just so it can be out there. So if you catch it, you gotta catch it during the summer. That's just basically how I'm letting y'all know how I run the brand. If you're gonna catch the original South with the black shirt and the SOUF on there, you gotta catch it in the summer. I always release it in the summer, but now I do my releases just based on either the type of season I'm feeling or basically like what I feel like I should drop within that season. So just like with the release that, you know, I just dropped. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to that release that you just dropped a little later. But going into you know, creating these releases for you, is it a message that you want people to get out of the color? Like, are you able to, people are able to look at that and be like, okay, this release right here, Day was going through this, or this what was happening in the world during this time when he dropped this. Is it something like that that you figure out when you do your releases?
yeah, mainly with the Black Lives Matter release I did during when we were in quarantine. So like, to me, that stood out for me, and you know, I was tired of just you know, just talking to my peers about it. Like, I actually have something I can put forth on there. So I thought about it, and I was like, all right, this is the best way I can do it, instead of just typing or just getting on there and talking in front of the screen. Like, I don't normally just do that, and that's not the way I present myself. So I thought about it through my brand, and with help of V Vital.
Okay.
So shouts out to him.
Yeah, shouts out to Vital.
For real. So he come up, you know, we collabed on that, and we came up with, you know, a message for it. So
did you receive good feedback? And then if you did or didn't, you know, what did that mean to you for you to receive it or not?
Yeah, we did. You know, we got a lot of people that actually like shared it, and you know, other people sent me messages and stuff like that. So it's just good to like see that people actually cared about what was said. Even V's father, like he wore it, and you know, he wore it to a protest too. So, and a couple people wore it during the protest, so they were tagging me, and I was just seeing that it was received good. So actually, you know, it did great like, for the sale. I don't actually be thinking like it's gonna do good off the top of anything I released, but I just put it out to see how it do. But it did good.
Do you think like you're being vulnerable when you giving these releases, like you don't think that it's gonna do this, whatever? You think like when you're releasing something, you're opening up to, you know, the people that your audience and your crowd?
Yeah, sometimes, but other times I just be like, you know, whatever. I gotta just put it out, because I mean, I can't be so much in my head, because I mean, it's just not about me, it's the brand. So I can't be sitting on a feeling and let my thoughts get to me, as I should say. But I just kind of do it sometimes. It's a little thing I'm working on.
Yeah. If you could see anybody in your merch, who would it be? Anybody, celebrity or anybody in particular? Who would it be?
That's a good one. Right now I do have Deontay Hitchcock. You know, selling a couple merch to him. But if I could see somebody in it, I would want Lucky Day.
Okay.
Real talk. That's an artist I've been messing with for a long time now. So
did you like his last EP that he put out? I think it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, with him. It was a Table for Two, right? Yeah.
That was dope for you, right?
Yeah, man.
Is it when is your time you play that, right? Like, is you playing that, you know, when you know you have someone over, or are you like chilling? Like, what's the vibe for you when you play that?
That also depends, but usually when I hop in the car, like it's like the first thing.
Yeah.
The first thing I play is either him, because I've been like I stay on a project for a little minute. I've been on Bryson, but I've been on Lucky Day's like project since he don't really drop that often, so I kind of like get a feel for it. But I play it, you know, usually when I'm working too.
So okay, so those are the people that you play like when you're working, I guess when you're doing photo shoots or when you're creating, you know, different lines for your merch. Like, is that typically like your playlist, or you have like a random, or you go through albums? I know like we have a lot of albums here, so like, is it like playlists that you create? Like, what is it?
I really go through some like the emotions, like how I feel sometimes, but mostly it started off with summer. For real. It really started off with summer, but then it just really depends on my mood and what I'm playing. So I may switch it up and play some, you know, some Future. Yeah. For real. Yeah. It's based on how I'm feeling. Like, that's just how I am. I'm a big Drake fan with it, so I play Drake like for days.
You're a photographer too, and I know you do a lot of like, you know, photo shoots with people. When you play music, do you play music based off someone you're shooting, or you playing music based off, you know, what you want to listen to?
Sometimes the people, like, or the person, I should say, because maybe they, you know, they need help getting into their little groove. But sometimes I set the mood so it won't feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Because I mean, some people don't always want to turn up all the time, so they want something to be subtle with while they take their pictures, so they can be comfortable in front of the camera. So like,
do you ever go through a time where you're not in your groove? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not warmed up, or you're not feeling it.
Yeah.
And how do you get out of that slump?
No disrespect to when I do shoot, I put in my headphones and then I play a song at the lowest lowest tune. And then after a while, after I get right, I just take them out and I start guiding them where I want them to go. So I don't ever want to be like uncomfortable for a shoot, because I mean, I know some people don't like being in front of the camera. So
yeah, I feel it. So with you being so busy, you know, having photo shoots, you know, being in school, having your merchant things, you know, how do you find time to balance all these things? Like, what is something intentional that you do to balance, you know, all these things you have going on?
Mostly I do it when I don't have anything outside of like real life things. I just take some time in either in the morning, see what I want to do with it, and then like more so towards the night, I stay up a little bit. I just work throughout the day. So if I got shoots, I just take my time with it, and then after I'm done,
What's your favorite time to work? Like late at night, early morning, during the day? Like, what's your favorite time, and when do you feel the most creative?
At night.
At night.
At night.
So when I'm saying at night, is we talking 9, 10 o'clock, 2 in the morning? Like, what's your?
I've been more so up like at 4 now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's been up at 4, just caught up, and I don't even be thinking about the time. So more so, let's start from like either like 10 and the last me all the way to there.
So I want to go back to the South a little bit. You know, what you've been, you say, born in Connecticut. For someone that's looking at this for the first time, where is South? Do you mean like just South of the United States? You know, South in, you know, just this region? Like, what is South?
Anywhere. I feel like anywhere in, well, I'm from the United States, so anywhere South, wherever you got a South side of your city, wherever you're from, but don't take it as that. That's just where it started. So South is South. So even when, you know, like I said, down to when you say the word South, like somebody saying, oh yeah, I'm from the South, let's put it like that. So I don't want to just be focused on just where it may seem it's at. So it's not no certain area.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so being from the South, and you know, South making you, when someone looks at your brand, what is something you want them to know about the South?
I just like your favorite Nike sneakers, or it's your favorite Nike shorts, shirts, brand name. Like, I just want it to stand for whatever you feel like it should stand for. Be comfortable with it. Like, anytime you got it and you put it on, I want it to feel like it's your favorite shirt. Just like when you put on somebody else's designer shirt. So take it for what you feel like it is, not just for what I'm putting it out for. I mean, yes, whatever I'm putting out seems to be dope, but when you put it on, feel it like.
Yeah, that's real. Would you ever move away from the South?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. I want to live in different places. Like, just feel comfortable. I mean, I like the South though. It taught me a lot. So,
would you do you think, you know, your brand is bigger than the South? Like, would you want like multiple different regions wearing your brand?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like it's bigger than just where it's at, because I mean, like I said, it's just a brand name. I want it to feel like you got on Nike, like down to the socks.
Yeah.
So even down to a headband, or whatever. But it's just, I want it to feel like a brand name, not just where it is or what it sounds like where it's at. So that's just basically, I say that to say, think of it as your favorite brand. Like I said, think of it as your favorite, your one distinct favorite brand.
Yeah. I saw that you're doing some like grad specials right now for grad pictures. What is your favorite type of shoot? Indoor, outdoor, graduate pictures, you know, headshots, action?
I like freelance basically. I like grads though, but cause I mean it's funny to see how people actually pose for their grad pictures. Like it's funny because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But I mostly like to shoot outside. It's better lighting, and I can do whatever I want with it. So that's why I feel more comfortable shooting outside. Cause inside it takes a lot of like patience with lighting, You know, you don't want to look too bright or like it's a fake picture. So,
typically, how long does it take you like to edit? You know, what is your process with that?
I usually give it like 2-3 days, but I usually try to get it back to them within a day or two.
Are you someone that like to work on like tight deadlines? So someone like, I need these pictures back by then, or you kind of like, you know, I give them to you when I'm able to type of.
I like to be doing deadlines. I know how people be like, even with just asking for pictures. Like everybody wants pictures. They're gonna ask you as soon as you finish your shoot. When can I get the pictures after you told them? So I wish I give them like the 1 or 2 day span, but I like to get them out the way. Like, so I don't be asking questions.
Let me ask you this: do you find time like for a relationship right now? Like how's that like for you right now?
I do. But at the same time, like, you know, I focus like more so on my brand or what I want for my future. So like if a woman comes along, you know, I'm not afraid or opposed to like speaking or dating, I should say. Like, that's the whole purpose. Like if I want to get to know somebody, I'm a date. See what people are like.
We were talking earlier, you know, you kind of mentioned like things about patience, you know, and taking this time and perfecting things. Is that just the way you are? Because it seems like it translates over to your brand as well, you know, patience and take your time with things. That's just, you know, you feel like that's just who you are and that's what people have to understand.
Yeah, because like I was always a person who always liked to rush. Like I might know that. That's the first time I'm even saying that. But like, I always rushed and never took my time. So, and it's amazing because I sit back and I actually watch people. It's kind of weird, but I watch how things go, how people move, just to understand like what I'm dealing with. So like I had to learn patience because I was always told like slow down, you're doing this too fast. So
that's real. That's real. Do you think you know, what do you want someone that's willing to be in a relationship with you and willing to have this patience? What is one thing that you want them to do, like to be able to support you in your brand? Do you think? Do you look into? Is that something you look into when going into a relationship or talking with someone and starting out?
Yeah, like patience mostly because I gotta be patient enough to understand who you are. That's one thing, like, you know, because I may not like something, but some people just be like, all right, whatever, I don't like it, I'm up out of there. I mean, it may be them, but like you still gotta have patience because you may like somebody, but you can't stand something that you do. So understand why they do it and try to help. So take that.
Let me ask you this. So with Andre Drummond signing with the Lakers today, who you got going to the finals?
It's Andre Drummond signing with the Lakers. He did. I still got the Lakers, man.
You still got the Lakers?
But
are you mad at people that say the Nets?
Nah, cause I mean it's given. Like I mean, look who they got back the same.
But I don't know, man. The East is tough too. Like people really underestimating the East.
To the Heat, you know what I'm saying? Just like last year, like expecting the Heat to go that far,
right?
Yeah, whatever. But they got some hitters. That's just like don't sleep because Portland gonna be back. Like always forget about Dame.
Do you think the Lakers in trouble with LeBron and AD being hurt right now? Like their seeding dropping and stuff like that. They can end up being like a 7 or 8 seed. Like do you think that'll hurt them in the long run or?
As long as they ain't 8th, bro. Man, I'm a LeBron fan, so as long as they ain't 8th, I'm good with it. Like, but it gives the people time, like the bench and people that don't really get playing time to develop and understand, like, hey, we need you now. So,
what do you major in? And you know, you're 10 miles. And do you think Miles is preparing you for your career, your purpose, and you know your brand and things like that?
Yeah, I feel like the experience helped me understand who I am. I mean, just being at HBCU, it is that it is, but it helped me like with life too. Like as far as with my career choice, education is what I'm majoring in. But it helped me develop Southside Lens, my photography, so it helped me develop branching off into South. So
do you think like you know, you can be honest, you know what I'm saying, do you think your department, you know what I mean, what your communications major? Education. Do you think, you know, do they have electives for you to be able to learn, you know, different techniques and things like that you would learn at a college? Do you think they're preparing you in that way?
Yes and no. Only because more so I say because of COVID, but even before COVID, it was just like I would more so have a class development, which they do, but within the class, like actually conduct and put you more hands-on in the class and mentor a student. I would say so. Branch off within like classroom management. I say mentor a student, so it can get you like the development of understanding how a child can develop, and you know you learn the learning styles and all that. Just incorporate that.
What could be different, you think, to improve Miles and, you know, with you going through there and getting ready to graduate soon? What is something that can improve on?
Just I would say more so space and I mean they got the freedom, but at the same time just space wise, like more things on campus to do, expand the workout center for the students. Give them more so a better experience, because I mean it is a good school, but give them more of an experience of going to college, like have the feel of it. Don't more so dumb it down, but give them the actual college feel, so where they can actually want to be there too. Because I mean college is what you make it, but you still have to want to be there. And I want to be here. This is a good school. So
yeah, I feel you. So you mentioned Southside Lens. And you created South in 2017. When did you start Southside Lens?
Back in 2014.
Do you remember your first shoot, your first time, you know, having someone pay you and you going through the process to give them a picture?
The first time I did a shoot was for free, so it was with this girl named JoJo. It was over it was actually on the south side, right near this stadium called Terra Stadium, right by my house. So that was my first free shoot, and the next one was with Trill. So the first one for me getting paid was like an actual grad shoot, and I was surprised because I'm like, I ain't like that. I wasn't like that, so I ain't had that much faith, but I took it, and I was charging like $25. $25, So I'm looking
that's
like,
crazy.
Dang, you know what I'm saying? But it helped me believe in myself. If you got to pay me $25 out your pocket, cool, it's good, it's business, but I need to step up what I got to do too, because I mean I'm providing a service too. So
I feel it. What's one piece of advice you would give to an upcoming artist that you would give yourself if you were in their position?
Believe in yourself, for real. Don't stay too much in your head, because you have ideas, whether it's whack or whether it's good. It's never hurt to try it. Take a chance. I mean, you got emotions, so sometimes go off your emotion and may get you somewhere. But just be patient with yourself and do it because you feel like it's good. Don't just do it because it may seem like everybody doing it. Have a feel for it. I feel like a lot of people don't be having a feeling, they just want to do it. So have a feel to do it. Don't just do it.
Do you think you have a responsibility to mentor up and coming artists and having being there for them to ask you questions and lean on you and kind of look at you and kind of learn from you? Do you feel like you have a responsibility to them?
Yeah, more so because this artist named Vanille, which is he been going through his his in and outs of when he wants to be with the music and he's not, so he's back on the scene now, so he's doing this thing with his music now. He's more so putting himself out there, so to answer that, so I mean it's cool just to give the advice though, but just to learn and understand how they can take it.
Have you ever shot a video shoot, music video?
Yeah, when I was an artist myself.
Yeah. Hold on, what you gonna put out?
Man, me and my brother, man, we put out a music video.
Is it R&B, rap?
It was both, real talk,
Is it something that you're passionate about and want to go back to?
No.
Nah.
That year is over with.
You shot your own music video?
shot a whole music video. That like it did like 13,000.
Yeah.
Like, I guess because of how we promoted it, like, but I took it as when I learned from that, because even my brother learned from that too, like the promotion, when you gonna drop something, how you, the anticipation behind it, like, I would never go back to that shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
I feel it.
I mean, it was cool though, because it helped me understand who I am, like, and it gave me a past of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel it. All right, so on the screen here, I got a random tweet that you tweeted, and I'm gonna read it for everyone. And then I want you to tell me and tell everyone, you know, what was going on with this. Well, how would you feel? All right, so the tweet says, "Man, fuck FedEx, worst service ever." What didn't you receive, and what did they do?
Man, so actually, the shirts that members only release, it was actually supposed to have been out a week ago. Okay. So that's things that people don't know. So FedEx, they said it was being out for delivery. Then it was all of a sudden it wasn't being delivered. They kept on pushing back the dates.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 days later. So going to the next week, so I'm like, I got business. I'm losing out on money. I'm thinking like as a, I'm a CEO. I'm like losing money, like. Mm-hmm. But like I said, patience. But man, fuck them. Like, it's taking forever. I love y'all, but damn, they don't take that long to,
Right. I think a lot of people always have like a bad experience with shipping. Like as soon as we order it, we're like, oh, is it here yet? Like I'm looking out the window type feel. Like during COVID, do you think like you purchase a lot more things online? Like you always been like an online shopper? Like
I wasn't always an online shopper. I like to go in the store and see it and put it on, but that's the way it is. Mm-hmm. Even just with technology, like you want to see it. Mm-hmm. So you want to see it on the screen. So I mean, it's a version where you can see it on the screen. But I wasn't always an online shopper, so I started shopping more online because it's convenient too.
What's your favorite pair of Jordans?
Ones.
So has there always been your favorite? Was there like a wave that you kind of called as this recent year or two that it had like?
Nah, man. Ones has always been my favorite, even when I wasn't like able to buy them. Like, cause I was always into sneakers, but like not so like I want to go buy them. Yeah. But ones has always been my favorite, just because the colorway you put with it and the meaning behind like every pair of ones. Like
you seem like a person that likes like a classic look, simple, right to the point. When you see it, like you recognize it. I guess that kind of falls in line with just liking ones, right?
Yeah, like for real. Like, real talk.
Would you ever design a shoe? Like would you ever design a shoe, or would you ever like want to do collab with a Nike or a Puma or something like that, and have like your own like South like shoe or something like that?
I actually thought about that. Like just putting something, a little accent, because I'm more so into like I said, simplicity, like adding something along the side, so where you wouldn't notice what it, if you got the product or you got the shoe, you would see it like, hey, this is right there, like what people you doing. And
you seem like you like off-white brands and stuff like that, like something like that.
At first, I didn't.
You didn't like that at first?
I didn't, but I understood it because it's simple as hell. Like, but it's a go, and why not? Like somebody created it, so I see, you know what I'm saying, the purpose for it. So I like it.
What you feel about old girl's son who had the scam going on with the sneaker app or whatever?
Man, I didn't get into it, but I seen it when it dropped. Like, that's wild. I mean, hey, you trying to make some money, but at the same time,
do you ever feel like you miss out on a pair of shoes or release or something like that because of like resellers and stuff?
Every time, like ever since quarantine hit, you're not getting a pair of J's.
They do be selling out.
You cannot get a pair of J's. You're not getting a pair.
Yeah. Right. I got one more tweet for you right here. So I'm gonna read this one. You gotta tell me who was this about and what was going on, all right? Try Jesus. Not me, because I throw hands.
That was, I forgot his name. But during quarantine, everything was like, you were seeing everything. You were seeing Post more, like. Mm-hmm. So I forgot his name, but it was a video. He came, the camera just faded in. And he was like singing "Try Jesus," not me, because I throw hands.
Okay.
Hard, like,
okay, I feel it.
I mean, it's realistic. Like, it's ironic. Like, try Jesus, but you ain't gonna try him like that. Like, so basically saying, don't try me.
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, it was also a feeling too, because I mean, it was funny when I seen it, but I didn't actually thought about it. So I'm like, all right, let me put that out. Good. We good.
All right, so you got your members only that you just released. And congratulations to you for selling out.
Appreciate it.
I saw that, man. I think that's super dope. What is it about that release? Why now? What does it mean? And how important was it for you to like receive so much love and for it to sell out so quickly?
Appreciate, some of the people that did buy it. It meant a lot because, in this point in my life, I feel like it's a lot of people that are not genuine.
Yeah.
And people want to use you. But, it's good to use people in a good sense, but be genuine about it.
Mm-hmm.
So the release was based around members only. So it's not a lot of people I can put in my family or who I can call my bro. Like, you feel me? How I would reach to you.
Yeah.
Call you my brother. So I felt like everybody everybody use the word slime now, right?
Yeah.
So with the slime green,
okay,
members only. So
I see.
Everybody wants to be a part of something, but understand you're not gonna always be a part of what I got. You really have to understand what I got going on and really like to genuinely be around me, not just because you wanna see what I got next or feel, oh, I'm a part of this, so you can attach your name to it. So that's just for everybody though too. I want people to understand who you are and understand your path or what you got going on. Make it make sense to yourself. Don't just attach yourself to something that's not good. Because you are a representation of it. Even if you stand by yourself, you still gonna be attached to it. So make it make sense. That's how I felt.
That's real. I think that's enough right there. I know you just released something. I know, sold out real quickly. But what is something that we can look forward to next? Like, when can we look for something from you? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the next thing for you?
It's about to get hot, so
yeah.
A couple merch for the summertime.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, like I did, I want to throw this out in the winter, in the fall. So something coming soon for this, for the coat. So I'm staying tuned for that. But summertime is like, I think it's gonna be a good release. And the members only restock is definitely coming.
Okay.
So with an addition of something, so can't say what it is, but it's another two-tone, but it's still members only. So
I feel it. Dede, thank you for coming on here, man. I learned a lot from you. I respect you, and I really appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another interview. You can catch us next time. You know the vibes. Appreciate it, Dede.
All they see is success, but they don't know where I started at. I can't take no days off. I got money I gotta get. Hit the gas and I take off. Play street crackling when I shift. It's clear as you can see. Got a big bankroll on me. Not a coupe got power seats. 3 months before release.